Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to dive into a challenge that pretty much every growing business hits sooner or later: how to keep up with customer questions. We're going to break down a new platform called Genius AI that promises a pretty powerful solution. We'll look at how it works today and then get into its really ambitious vision for the future. So let's get right into it. You know how it is in our always-on digital world. The demand for instant answers just never ever sleeps. Your customers, they expect support around the clock, no matter the time zone, and they want it in their own language. For any business that's trying to grow, this is a huge operational headache. So how on earth do you scale your support without your costs just going through the roof? And that question leads us right into our first section, what we're calling the support bottleneck. This isn't just a niche problem, it's practically universal. As your company gets bigger, the number of customer questions just explodes, often way faster than you can handle. And that creates some very real, very specific pain points for your team. Now, what's so telling about this slide is how familiar these challenges probably are. You've got that constant flood of the exact same questions over and over, about pricing or features. Your support team is stuck on business hours, which leaves your international customers waiting for an answer. And as you try to hire more people to fix it, your costs shoot up, and it gets harder and harder to make sure everyone is giving the same high-quality answers. This is the exact mess that Genius AI was built to solve. Okay, so we've laid out the problem, right? The classic scaling headache. Now, let's pivot and look at the solution Genius AI has on the table right now. The whole promise here boils down to two things: simplicity and speed. The big idea is that getting a really smart AI agent live on your website shouldn't be some massive project that takes a team of engineers weeks to figure out. And this just shows you how ridiculously simple they've made it. The whole thing is just 4 steps. First, you configure the basics, give your bot a name. Second, you pick its language and even give it a specific voice, a personality. Third, and this is key, you just pop in your website's URL so the AI can start learning all your content. And finally, you click Generate, grab a little piece of code, and you deploy it. That's it. So here's the kicker. Something that used to be a super complex, really expensive project is now boiled down to just a few clicks. In a matter of minutes, not weeks, not months, you get an AI agent that works 24/7, can speak multiple languages, and is already trained on your company's own knowledge. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so we've seen what it does and just how easy it is to get going. But how does it actually work? What's going on under the hood? Let's peel back the curtain a little and take a look at the architecture that's powering the current version of Genius AI. What you're looking at here is the current setup. It's what's known in the tech world as a monolithic design. Just think of it like a single, solid, all-in-one machine. You've got the part the user sees, built with React, a backend running on Flask that handles pretty much everything, and an AI engine that uses local models. It's a really solid and effective foundation to build on. And here's the tech stack, the nuts and bolts that make it all happen. It's built on proven, reliable stuff: a Python Flask backend, a React frontend for that smooth user experience, and a good old MySQL database. Now, for the brain, it's using these compact but really powerful local models from Hugging Face, like Tiny Llama. This whole setup is built for one thing: to be dependable and work right out of the box. But this is where the story gets really, really exciting, because this current platform, as solid as it is just the beginning. The team behind Genius AI has a much, much bigger vision. They want to transform this thing into a true enterprise-grade powerhouse. And I just love this analogy they use in their planning docs because it perfectly captures the change they're going for. Right now, the system is like a single, super efficient food truck. It does everything in one compact space. The future, though, is like a massive ghost kitchen with all these specialized stations or microservices for every single little task, all humming along and working together perfectly. And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, there's that solid monolithic architecture we just talked about. But now, look to the right. That is the future microservices vision. I mean, just look at the difference in scale. You can see all these individual services for conversations, for AI orchestration, for analytics. For the person using it, this change is huge. It's going to mean faster updates, better reliability, and the power to add brand new features without having to rework the entire system. And of course, they have a roadmap to get there. It is an ambitious 12-month plan. The first 3 months are all about making that AI core way smarter, using multiple large language models. Then, they're going to break out of the website and expand to channels like WhatsApp and Messenger. After that, it's all about getting truly enterprise ready with serious integrations and security. And finally, they'll roll out solutions built for specific industries, like retail or finance. So, with a vision that big, you have to ask, what really sets Genius AI apart from all the other options out there? Let's break down the key differentiators that they believe give them a serious edge. First up is this concept they call AI orchestration. And honestly, this is the secret sauce. Instead of just using one single giant AI model for absolutely everything, the system is smart. It looks at each question as it comes in and routes it to the perfect model for that specific job. So a small, fast model for a simple question, or a beast like GPT-4 for something really complex. And the direct result of that smart orchestration is pretty incredible: cost efficiency. See, by not using the most expensive, gas-guzzling AI model for every single simple question, the platform can slash the average cost per conversation. And that makes this powerful AI technology accessible to businesses that, frankly, probably couldn't afford it otherwise. And finally, it all comes full circle, right back to that idea of simplicity. At its heart, Genius AI is a low-code platform. It's designed so that someone who isn't a coder, like a marketing manager or a head of support, can build and launch a powerful AI assistant all by themselves. That focus on making it easy is a huge, huge advantage. So, we'll end with this question, which really gets to the core of this whole platform's potential. This isn't just about building a slightly better chatbot. It's about democratizing access to really powerful, custom-built AI. What does the future of business even look like when every single company, big or small, has its own dedicated genius? It's a fascinating thought, and it's going to be really exciting to see how platforms like Genius AI help shape that future. Thanks for watching The Explainer.